Morning, Heidi. You're up early. Well, I guess it's early here, not early there. What's Bill do anyway? Just out of curiosity. He's a material handler. I did that for a while. Hey, Johnny, how are you? Hi, Amy. Hi, Vincent. So in between studying for my crane certification test the last couple of days, I built this. Try to get this shop somewhat reorganized. I built this the other night, right after I did the other one, out of that same piece of wood. I think I want to move something, but it's too early for power tools just yet. I gotta go back to work after 4 days off tomorrow. And unfortunately, I'm going to be working for the next 17 straight days. So I'm not going to get much shop time. So I figure I need to work on getting it cleaned up now. Okay, you sit there. I need to build a tray for all my corner clamps. What's up, K-Murph? Yeah, I would say a workbench is one of the most useful things. It's a nice place to accumulate crap, especially when you're too lazy to put it away. I think I'm gonna have to build a sub-shelf divider in there. I need to build some things for holding tools on that wall. I might get to that later today. Morning, Tim. I would definitely want to go spend time with those grandkids, Vincent. Like I said, I was just doing some cleanup. Figured I'd go live for a little while. Keep me motivated. Just taking a little break from studying for that damn certification test next week. I've come to the conclusion I do not want to cut plywood inside my shop anymore. Way too much dust. And it's all fine dust. It's not even like chipped wood like when you cut other shit. So anybody got any good plans for today? Other than Vincent, of course. He gets to hang out with grandkids. Yeah, that's funny. Mine's 22 and 31. Almost time I can start making some noise. the shop cleaned up so I can start working on that tortilla press. Actually, I already started on it. Got the pieces right here. Get these all milled down today. Nice and flat. And get to working on that giveaway tortilla press for the 100 subscribers. I don't know why half this crap is out and on the table. I don't know why my helper, I shouldn't say, my partner can never put anything away. It's the hardest part about this hobby is when I walk out here and it's a pigsty and I just don't want to be out here. Thanks for stopping by, Vinny. I mean, he can't even put the router bits away. Build something, put that on. I'm trying to get it into shape. Like I was saying, I built that the last couple of days while I was taking a break from studying for my crane certification class. Words are hard this morning. So every time I needed a break from trying to read that boring ass book, I'd come out here and work on that a little bit. Trying to just get it cleaned up and organized. Yeah, I got lucky when I bought this house. It came with a 3-car garage, so I got a lot of room in here. The problem is switching over from building race cars and off-road buggies as a hobby to woodworking. I got a lot of big things I need to get rid of. I got so many different tools that I don't even use anymore. Should have a yard sale, sell them. I mean, hell, I got 4 welders. I got probably $20,000 in welders just sitting here that I'm not using anymore. But this was like the very first thing my son-in-law and myself built. Everything here was free. I didn't pay for any of it. No, I'm going to make that tortilla press to give away for the 100 subscribers to the channel that I hit on New Year's. So as soon as I get it done, I'll send out a notification that I'm going to do the drawing on a live and send it to somebody. I don't make tortillas. I don't cook. My wife does all the cooking. And honestly, the only reason I ever made one is my boss at work said his wife wanted one, so he asked me if I could make one. So I took the challenge. And I built it, and it seems like everybody loves it because I've sold a handful of them off of Etsy. People are buying them. So as long as they're buying them, I'm going to keep making them. Well, actually, my son-in-law makes them now. I'm not much into the production part of the building of the stuff. I like to build one-off stuff. Like I'm working on these candle holders right now. All hardwood. This ring box. The spice container I made last live. And then I try to keep the shop clean. But I'm definitely going to build a tape measure holder to go on that wall, I think. I have one over there. I think I need to build another one for over here. But I got to try to make some room in here because I guess there might be a lathe in my future. A bunch of people make it look really fun. I was really trying to work towards getting a drum sander first, but all these channels turning, you know, the Shoops and Johnny and 77 Rockets, Whack and Shack, Soldier Now, Boondock Builds, make it look so fun. So now I'm kind of starting to get that itch. But yeah, I'm trying to figure out a layout. They working in highway construction, when they build roads and they put up concrete walls. My company has a concrete division, and they have to put that 2x4 temporary handrail on top of all those walls so people can't fall over the walls when they're building them. And I found out that when the job comes to an end at the end of the summer, they're just throwing all those 2x4s away. They're just getting 7 or 8 40-yard dumpsters and they're just bucketing them into the dumpsters. So I talked to the superintendent from our concrete division, and he's supposed to be letting me get 4 or 5 bundles of those 12-foot 2x4s. 50 to a bundle. So I should be getting 200 or 300 2x4s. I'm thinking about building a, I don't know, 12 by 24 shop in the backyard. If anything else, I can put a lathe out there and I can build it where the floor is just one big dust collector. I don't know if that's a positive yet. I don't know if it's going to happen yet because I still want to move. I still want to, I don't want to be in Arizona anymore. I'm tired of it here. I'm not a big fan of the people here, or I'm not a big fan of the society in this state. I'm not as selfish as most of the people I run across in this state are, and it drives me crazy. I've really been eyeballing West Virginia. That's kind of where my heart is. I want to get to the Appalachians because I love the mountains. And I'm tired of the seasons not changing. Seasons don't change in Arizona. See, I'm thinking I want to, if I build one, I want to build it with the, what do they call it? The Trendle roof or the barn style roof where I can put a loft up in there. But according to the city I live in, I can put up to 750 square foot building in my backyard because of the size of my property and the size of my house. So I'm thinking I don't want to go quite that big, but I think 12 by 20, 10 by 24 would be big enough. Oh, dude. Anything that is yours makes it worth your while. I just got lucky with the size of this garage, which is why I have so many big things. If I had a small garage, I'd have small things. I mean, right now I got my tripod sitting on top of my torsion style workbench that I built that's 3 foot by 6 foot. This one's 7 foot by 4 foot. My next major project, though, is going to be a miter station. I want to put a miter station against that wall. Well, Bill, when you get that 25 by 33 garage, you're going to work on that ambassador, right? You're going to film that, are you not? I'm looking forward to seeing that. I helped a buddy of mine 30 years ago. I helped him rebuild a 65 Rambler. Wasn't the ambassador, it was the smaller one. Oh, no, 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 no. That didn't need to happen. I mean, I still have interest in cars, but like I said, this was a new challenge. Anyway, back to working. Nice, Tim, nice. I learned I learned how to drive in a 1974 Jeep CJ5 with a 3-speed manual transmission, no power steering, no power brakes. In fact, I want to get another one because it was my dad's. I want to restore it. Yeah, learning how to drive a stick on a tree was fun. It's not how I learned. I mean, I learned how to do it, but that's not, the Jeep wasn't. My uncle had a 65 Chevy with a 3-speed on the column. That was a nightmare. However, the funnest thing I ever learned how to drive was a 1972 GMC, what they call a Kodiak now, the big trucks that had a 5-speed manual with a 4-speed Browning. So basically, had 2 transmissions you had to shift through. Oh yeah, dude, it's amazing how many people cannot drive a standard transmission nowadays. When I started working for this company I work for now, the company I started in Arizona back in '99 closed their doors back in 2020. They just shut down. So I got hired by this other company we were a subcontractor for. And so when I started here having a Class A CDL, I had to get stuck driving all the big trucks. Well, which doesn't bother me until I get in them and realize that everything they own is automatic because nobody can drive a standard. It's like, dude, if you can't drive a standard big truck, you don't need to be driving a big truck. Because that's how shit gets tore up and wrecked. Like I got in their 17-ton crane one day. I had to drive up to Holbrook. And when I got in it and saw it was an automatic, it's like, dude, I couldn't go up the hills at more than 20 miles an hour. Oh, an 18 GT? I'm a Camaro guy personally. I've owned several. I've also wrecked several. So anybody got any big project plans for today? Be good, Tim. Thanks for stopping by. Norm's taking down his Christmas light. That's why I don't decorate for Christmas. The extent of me decorating for Christmas, I get the tree down and the big stand-up Grinch from my wife. When it's done, it gets put in a box and shoved back in the attics. All right, later, Johnny. Thanks for stopping by. I don't know what that remote's for. Well, I can start making noise. See how long before my phone decides to tell me it's time to take a break again. Pretty sure I figured out how to turn it off, but we'll see. I don't know, that's going to take up way too much space. I think I only need to hold 3 or 4 tape measures right here. All these nice little scrap pieces of plywood left over from building that thing. Thanks for stopping by, Amy. Have a good day. Let's see what I got over here. I got shit everywhere. You know what I could do? I could actually make a video out of it. Is take one of those 4x4s I got from work. That's this oak or hickory or whatever it is, and build the tape measure holder out of it and make it really nice and pretty. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. And actually film it and make it a video. So let me go grab another tape measure. In case you guys are wondering, yes, I'm finding excuses not to study, because that book is ungodly boring. That's going to have to wait though, because my phone is how I record my lives, and my phone is how I film. So AJRH. So what do you guys think? This piece? I think it's kind of pretty, huh? Oh, and it's the perfect size. Once I mill it down, a nice little reclaimed wood project. All right, I got to quit getting sidetracked. I got to get back to cleaning. If I don't get back to cleaning, it's not going to get clean. That's why I went to the live, because I figured that way it would keep me on track. That's another project I got to build, is something for my fucking pocket hole jig that I hardly ever use. Holy cow, been on an hour already. Oh, morning, Suzanne. Burn pile. me turn it down. Okay. Hopefully that's everybody. Now I know for next time. Look at that retard standing there with his mouth open. Well, guess I'll smoke one more cigarette and then go back to studying, I guess, for a little while and then come back out and get back to work. Because I still got a big mess over there I got to work on. Of course, this whole shop is still a big mess, but at least I made a dent. Only because the guy operating it doesn't have a clue. I have to take my written crane certification test next Monday. I already passed the practical exam. Now I just got to go take the written test. Hey, old path. I mean, I've been running a crane for 30 years. It's just now, back in July, we had on a job I was on, we had a trench collapse and kill one of our guys back in July. And so they got real anal with the whole OSHA stuff and safety stuff. And so now they want to do everything by the book to the letter because we got our asses in deep shit. So now I have to go get certified to run the thing I've been running for 30 years. And the problem is, I never actually had any formal training. It was pretty much get up there and run it because you have common sense. Well, there's so much stuff in this book that makes absolutely no sense to me. Well, you do have to be serious about it. Don't get me wrong. You know, I mean, anybody who's worked in the industry for any amount of time has all took that little shortcut every once in a while. The issue I'm having is 80% of this test has absolutely nothing to do with running a crane, and that's the issue I'm having. So it's boring. It's hard to stay interested. But I've been studying now for 2 weeks straight. Oh, yeah, there's always consequences, you know. Believe me, I've spent many a day suffering because of those consequences. You know, throw your back out here, smash a hand there, run over a foot there. I mean, it happens. Drop a piece of steel. But, you know, common sense has to play into it, you know? I mean, if it doesn't look safe, don't do it, dude. You're a grown man. Nobody's going to make me go do something that I don't feel safe doing. And I'll be honest with you, I've been around some crane operators who are certified that scare the hell out of me when they're on a crane. And they all fall back to, well, the book says, yeah, well, that book's not here. I'm just venting because it's extremely boring and I don't want to do it anymore. I just want to do my job. I don't want to have to worry about paperwork. I'm not a secretary. I have this argument with them all the time. They keep trying to promote me to run jobs, you know, be the foreman, deal with all the bullshit. I don't want to. I did that for 25 years. I don't want to do that anymore. I just want to go do my job and go home. I don't want to have to deal with the inspectors or the contractors or the suppliers or Blue Stake or let somebody who doesn't want to work sit in their truck and deal with all that. I don't want to do it. Anyway, so yeah, I'm going to go back in and study some more for a little while. Then I'll come back out here and maybe I'll start either filming the tape measure holder build or start filming that tortilla press. But been on here for a little over an hour. Thanks for keeping me company while I was cleaning in here. And I hope you all have a good rest of your weekend before work day starts again tomorrow. And William, get some sleep. Have a good day, guys.